Oh my God, the bike is fully charged. I plugged it in twice and made sure it was full. And I'm turning the tripometer on, and it says it's at 74%. There's no way I'm making it 10 miles home on this thing. This is a bad idea. You guys remember the OneBot S6? It's about to leave us stranded on the side of the road.
All right, guys, this is it. It's a very risky decision, but I'm leaving the vehicle here, and we are trying to make this 10.2 mile trip back to my house. And then once I get there, I can just take another e-bike and come pick up my vehicle. Not sure if we're gonna make it. Not sure at all. But before we take this trip, quick little word from our sponsor, Mount Talk Bicycle Helmets.
We have a new helmet here from Mount Talk. It's X002Y5V54P. It's adult to youth, 8+, shiny black, medium. And it says magnetic rear light included. Look at that. It complies with all of the safety standards for a bicycle helmet. It says it has a padlock hole, adjustable magnetic lamp, and it's lightweight. It's certainly lightweight. It's very light. Almost seems like there's nothing in the package here. But without further ado, let's open this thing up and see what we have. Oh man, that thing is shiny. Look at that. You can see me in the reflection perfectly there. It has the adjustable back support. Pretty nice helmet. And it's got a regular strap support, nylon. Yeah, look at that. It's a blinking red rear light with a USB to C adapter for charging. Pretty neat. The second you clip on this magnetic rear light, it automatically starts blinking. You don't even have to hit the button. It's kind of cool. Mount Talk.
Wow, this helmet is kind of comfortable, but even a medium is still a little too big for me. It's got small head problems. There's not much I can do about that.
I'm just gonna give you some scale of how ridiculous I look on this bike since I'm so large.
This little bike right here is supposed to get me home over 10 miles. Wow, now the battery's at 72%. This is really scaring me. This is not a good idea. All right, let's put it on power 2. And we are gonna give it hell. I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're doing it. Oh my God, why am I doing this? All right. All right, so the battery says it's at 65% already, and this is gonna be a rough trip. I have a feeling I'm gonna be pedaling with no power. I'm not sure why the battery does this. I mean, it's the middle of winter here, so I haven't been getting a ton of bike content, but this was stored in my basement, and it's not like it was in the cold weather. Like some of my bikes are stuck out in the garage and in the shed, and the batteries are really getting affected by the cold weather. %62 already. I just left my parking lot. So we're averaging 12 miles per hour. Battery says 65%. We're on a pretty flat grade here. simple math, sounds like it's going to take about an hour to get home. Maybe a little bit longer if the battery actually dies. I keep using the throttle, like thinking that I need it, but this bike actually has pedal assist, so I don't have to use the throttle, so you don't have to hurt your hand and get your hand all cramped by turning the throttle and leaving it held. Kind of gets sore after a while. If you've been e-biking, you'll understand that. So I'm just going to let off the throttle and let the pedal assist do its work. Right under 11.5 miles an hour right now. I hope the camera is set up in a good place. I feel like it's going to be aimed slightly down too low. This helmet is a little big. I feel like if I had some thicker padding in it, it would be more ideal for my situation. All right, we have our first downhill, and I'm going to coast and take advantage of this right now. Let the battery pick back up. Now it says 68%. Because as I told you here, coming up we have a really big uphill, and it's not the only uphill that we have on the trip. We have a few of them. Like I said, I tried to pick a pretty flat route, but being New England, it's just very hilly. There's hills everywhere, you can't avoid them. Even on flat roads, you don't notice it until you're out here on a bike that there are quite a bit of grading. Gonna have to stop at this stoplight, and then coming up soon we have a large uphill for at least a half of a mile. But if you're like me and you shop online a lot, eBay, Amazon, check the link in the description for the Mount Talk bicycle helmet. Like I said, it has that really cool magnetic lamp in the rear, so I have it on right now blinking so everybody knows where I am. And hopefully I don't get hit by a car today. All right, here's where the hill starts. And we are dropping speed quickly. Battery says 55%. I'm actually using quite a bit of leg power right now. I haven't rode a bike in a while, and I'm already slightly winded. Oh my God, I am so out of shape. This is going to be a hard one. Now, are we asking a lot out of this bike? As the battery drops below 50%, it's now at 45%, guys. We are 1 mile into the trip. Oh, this is scary. Oh. If I have to pedal this whole thing home with no battery, I have a feeling I may be pushing it, especially up the hills. All right, we're going over a major highway right now. There's a wrench. Should take that free wrench. I don't want to add any more weight to my struggling battery. It's teetering between 48 and 50% battery life. I'm really disappointed that the battery is showing 73% on the meter when it's fully charged. All right, I am fairly winded, and we are on our second part of this steep climb. Oh my goodness. We are in mode 2, and we're at 9 miles an hour right now. And I am running out of steam. This battery is now at 40%. %. Oh my God. I can't put any more power into it with my legs. This hill is huge. 35%. $33. My legs are burning already, guys. Oh, this is so bad. This battery is toast. Kind of wondering if OneBot gave me this bike with like a used or defective battery, which is really foolish on their part since I do YouTube reviews. But I'm 1.6 miles into a 10-mile ride and the battery's at 37%. I feel like it should be at 89%. Oh my God. All right. We're gonna have to get very lucky on these flat grades if we're gonna make it any sort of distance. For a second on that really big hill climb, I was contemplating turning around and quitting already. Battery had 30% on the climb. It's pretty scary when I still have 9 miles to get home. I almost went 15 miles away from the house, but I got to the 10-mile point and started getting scared because I saw some of these really big hills. I knew I was gonna have to tackle these hills, whether I liked it or not. So I pumped the tires up to 40 PSI. These are tiny little tires. And I wanted to make sure they were firm so we weren't losing any rolling resistance. But what I've always said about these bikes, the biggest flaw is always the battery pack. This one seems to be fairly disappointing. So it's floated back up to 51% since there's not much load on it. We're on a pretty flat area. And we're still only doing 10.6 miles per hour. I was doing 12 miles an hour right when I got on the bike, but my legs are already tired. I'm gonna be feeling this for about a week. I haven't pedaled a bike in a year or two. I mean, all of my e-bikes that I ride now, none of them even have pedals. They're all pedalless. I got the Death Veloci, the Kuberg Freerider, the Denzel 4-speed, the new Zero FX that I'm loving. That's actually how I found this trail, this road that I'm driving today. Like the day I got my Zero, I went out here all the way to the church that we passed earlier and did my first Zero video. Well, we got a pretty decent sized incline here to get into the town at the center light up here. It's about half a mile away. So the battery is again dropping under 50%. It's at 47 right now. I don't understand how cars get so close to you when there's nobody in the other lane. Like it's against the law to break the yellow line. Guy almost hit me with his mirror. All right. So my khakis are kind of getting a little caught up in the chain. Luckily this chain wheel has a plastic protector, but every pedal stroke my khaki's brushing up against it. So I have a feeling I'm gonna have a nice black mark on my pants. which is always fun. All right, we're at the big part of the hill. Battery's down to 35%, guys. Whew. I'm really trying to put everything I can into this pedal. My legs are just on fire. Oh my God. Oh, 30%, guys. My goodness. We are officially a quarter way through our trip. We just hit 2.5 miles on the odometer. Do I think we're gonna make it? No, I don't. Pretty disappointed in this battery pack, but for the sake of the video, I'm willing to be left stranded on the side of the road. Go with this truck through the stop sign. Boy, do I wish I was on one of those things right now. All right, finally, we have a small downhill here heading into East Thompson. So I'm gonna stop pedaling. Oh man, let's coast down here and try to build up some battery. The battery is floated back up to 54 percentile. Certainly don't have to worry about speeding on this bike. Even on the downhill, we got up to 17 miles an hour. And we're already back down to 12 and a half. It honestly feels like this motor is not even assisting me at all. I'm on second speed. If I put it on third, you would feel the assistance, but I guarantee I wouldn't make it home. The battery would die much faster. Third speed gets you to the point where if you were to try to assist it with your pedals, it's almost like you're pedaling air, like the sprocket ratio is not helping you. But that's why I leave it in mode 2. Mode 2, the motor and you are kind of in sequence with your cadence, and I feel like you get the most mileage out of it here. So this is actually the best case scenario. And we're 3.2 miles into the ride and the battery says 47%. So I do have a backpack on, but I don't have anything in it to help me. I have no battery charger. I don't even have a bottle of water, which I'm regretting. So all I have is recording equipment, like a camera tripod and some GoPro stuff. There is a store, a couple of variety stores on the side of the road here, but I think I have at least 3 or 4 miles to go until I hit one of these convenience stores. So I will, if I make it, I will be stopping at one of these stores for a bottle of water. I'm already pretty parched. Another small hill here. We'll power up this one. I'm sorry for not putting out a lot of content here in the winter. Weather's been really cold, but today we're blessed with 60-degree weekend, so have to get out today. All right, battery has dropped to 28%, and we're not even halfway through the ride. I'm struggling to maintain 9 miles an hour up this hill. Oh, and the battery has just died. Ha! That is it, guys. What a letdown. What a letdown. Won't even turn back on. That's it. All right. So now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna backtrack and pedal all the way back, because I think we're closer this way than we are to my home. And we do have a decent amount of downhill. So that's it, we're gonna pedal back. Pedaling all the way back to my vehicle. What a letdown, guys. So we charged it to 100%. The battery turned on, the display showed 73%. I knew it was a bad idea to do this trip, but being fully open with my audience on YouTube here, I need to give them the realization that these batteries are just not good. So it's a 36 volt, I think it's an 8.6 amp hour battery, or right around there. And it died at 30%. So from 73 to 30, we got about 50% of the battery. It was like 4 miles. Let me see if I can turn it on. Nope, it won't even turn on. You can't even turn it on. I can't even tell how many miles we did. It was right under 4. It was like 3.8. This spike is pathetic. I hope the company realizes that this battery is a dud. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be contacting them about this. And maybe they'll send me a new one, but I doubt it. What a letdown. And what a waste of a day. I could be out on one of my other bikes having a blast. Instead I'm pedaling this small folding commuter bike. OneBot S6 has a junk battery pack. Tried to do a 10-mile challenge in mode 2 with light pedaling, and it is just completely dead, and it won't even turn on. Battery is toast. We're not even 30 minutes into this video, and the bike is just garbage. Such a shame. If they put a really nice battery on this bike, I would have loved it. Would have gave it great reviews, would have had a good day. But now I'm stuck walking it up this hill. Got about 2.5, 3 more miles till I get back to my truck. And I am not having it. This is not fun.